It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Immortality begins for most teams. We're underway for Wildcard weekend. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down, set.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set.
Running once more with Brooks. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Let's go next.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He had it for a moment, but complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They're going for it. Young has him on the quick hitter. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Now it's Will Wildcard on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Things going well so far. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. Looks like they did about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready! After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throw here, third down. Short pass brought in, and he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Fourth down, here's Young. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 20-yard line. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Taken in by Felton, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Caught by his back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go. Take over.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ty Felton, the intended target. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Will Wildcard on for the Vikings.
Wildcard connects there. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Legance with a return here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10. And they're on the 34-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the pistol, it's Young. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. back him up ahead of fourth down.
Big loss on the play.
Carolina in punt formation. Starts the return at the 34. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. Cuts it right sideline, and there it's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings hold a 16-point lead in the first.
Kick that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie, he's putting on a show.
Panthers nothing.
Here's Wildcard set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Vikings.
Dowdle now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Set to black. 50 green. Set.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He put everything he's got behind it. To the outside, it's intercepted! And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Vikings have played to an early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Trying to find some positive yardage, he's across the 45. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 23 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Fights him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
Almost 2 yards.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. That's a cut. This is Addison. And they stop him. He's right down on that 18-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try and punch it in. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
McCarthy looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Brooks bats it out of here from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy. And no gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And this one will careen out of bounds, just in enemy territory there.
At their own 49-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. He is down to the 30-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings continue dominating in our opening half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He gets with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Strike. Hut.
From the gun, a get to Brooks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense. That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Has a big strike to Addison. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Wildcard on for the point after.
For the extra point.
No problems on the extra point there. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. Here's Wildcard set to kick this away. Dowdle now to return it. It's going well so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
First down.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
47-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Okay, ready?
Oh, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack.
Ready.
Now Young escapes out to the left. Now he's going to air this one out long. Big game downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10
Down
at
inside the 40 now with a 1st
line.
down following that last play. Shotgun snap now to Young. Tremble with the ground. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow, 43.
Looking to throw, Young. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Come on, set. 45, wide, set.
Again, it's Young. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go. Red, 38.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Working from the gun to start. First and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Go! Top of the Bronco leading. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. 60, Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Now, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Let's go. 60 Eagle, 79 Bronco. Warrior 70, 70 Ranger, Cub 19, Cub 19, Mustang, 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. Take go.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 2-yard field. It's 4th down.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. On play action now, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he set out. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Panther 11, Panther. Set, go street. Cougar 19. Hurt.
Running back sent in motion. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Panthers will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle. worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first team.
Vikings bring pressure, and they got it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Okay, right.
Good time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Play action now. Young. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Into a crowd. And that pass is intercepted. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat, 60, trap 60, 19 Warrior, 70. Steady.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense up to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 26-yard line.
Another one to Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
18, 18, Rattler, 18, Pioneer. Hut, hut.
Throwing again now. McCarthy. Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Motioning him from the slot right. Another throw here for McCarthy. That one connects. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
We like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Hurt, hurt. Get him. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings continue adding on to that lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Dowdle now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
You ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Young looking to throw. Complete to Tremble. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after it.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was Tanoa McMillan he was looking for. And it's going to be second down. Young working from the gun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Vikings get there, they're going to win this round. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. 19, Tiger, 9, Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So it's second down coming up. LeBrock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Completes downfield to Felton. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Vikings football, and they know they are just one quarter away from advancing. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Play fake. It's McCarthy. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's take off.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DC Hall to pick it off. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as you said.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. He's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk, and could do some serious damage.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the
All right, they're going to throw for it. He rolls to his right. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Now Huntley. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connection made to Tremble. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Brought in right side by McMillan. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go, set, ready.
Third and long for him here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Starting this drive with a design run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Go, Reed, go.
Here's a design run. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And plenty of hang time on this one. he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Huntley. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Huntley looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to do some window dressing.
Okay, ready?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready? Let go.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
19. Ready?
Huntley. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Go. Let's go.
To throw, here's Huntley. Buys time, rolling right. McMillan hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready?
He's going to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the give, it's Brooks. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, it's Brooks. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings us third and 3.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And you never want to count out those wildcard teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Charlotte.